Peace, peace, peace. Today is my first day out and about, back in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I arrived in the States January 1st, but I was in New York, and then I flew to Charlotte. I've been trying to get my sleep together. Unfortunately, I came home to a flooded carpet. I didn't know that. My landlord is good about texting me about things that he feels like I'm responsible for, but I didn't get no text, no email, no missed call about the flooding in my place. So dealing with that today, and I wanted to deal with it earlier, but I was just so tired. So I did my best, like cleaning up 10 o'clock at night when I first got home. And just to say that it's a lot. Traveling is a lot. Life be life and people be people and we have a choice with how we respond to it all. It's definitely something one of my greatest teachers, Miss Isis Bay, speaks about all the time. We may not like the choices we have, but we have choices. So yeah, just wanted to share that. Bit of adjustment coming back from Ghana. There were some other things, like I had a family member who really was fine before I left, but when I came back, he was a little bit uncomfortable being around me because he said it was because of COVID and that I had traveled out of the country and he's not sure, and he's an elder, so he was a bit worried. But it was weird because he knew I was coming back, so we could have, so just reflecting. Going back to work tomorrow. Looking forward to that, actually, getting back into the rhythm of things, a different rhythm though. But yeah, there's a lot of things I need to take care of with my car, with my place of residence. I need to move to a much more comfortable living situation. So many things, but going to Africa was very important to me. It was very important to me. So I did what I had to do to make it happen. And I'm so thankful to Obey Foundation and Harmony Health for the Ghana service trip, which made it possible for me to do it. But yeah, the reason I was making this video is because I finally got something to eat. I haven't eaten since Sunday evening. I did eat Sunday during the day on all the planes. But I haven't eaten since I got off the plane. Yesterday was sleep in and out, cleaning and sleeping. So today, like I said, my first day out and about in the world. In my car, driving feels really, really, really good. And I had gone to get something to eat. I didn't feel like cooking. There was just so much going on. So let me go get something to eat. So I'm sitting there enjoying my food. And an elder came by my table. And an elder African-American woman. And she commented about my head wrap. She was like, how do you wrap your hair? How did you get it like that? And I was like, I have locks, so I put them up and then I just play with it. And some days it comes out like I want it, some days it doesn't. Today was a day that I liked the way it came out. She was like, you're doing a lovely job, and I thanked her for a compliment. Then she asked me, where did I get these earrings? And then I shared with her that I just came back from Ghana, West Africa, on Sunday, and that I purchased these earrings there. And she was like, oh, I've been to the continent. And she named all the countries. She went to Ghana, Senegal, Ivory Coast, one other. I forgot what it was. And it was an elder, she 80s or so maybe. So it was wonderful. We had a nice conversation. She said when she went to Senegal, they couldn't get in because there was fighting at the time. I'm not sure what year that was. But she said she landed in Ghana, and from there they took a bus to different areas, which that's beautiful. Everybody's journey is different. Everybody's journey is what it is for them. So I forgot how we got to this part of the conversation, but I said to her, I love wearing things like this as an African. I love being able to be in the States and wear things like this or something like that. And she said, you're an African? Yes. She said, or are you an African American like me? So I identify as an African because I do. I don't always feel so American. But yeah, definitely blood here, Native American blood. Years and years and years of lineage here too. So part of me is American, but my core, my heart, how I choose to identify as an African. So it's weird when people, it's weird for me when people say it to me, but it's a truth. It's interesting. And she's an elder, so I respect that. But I'm just an African. I enjoyed that aspect of being in Ghana. There were people who were, I have a brown skin tone right now, but sometimes I'm much lighter. And there are people who were teasing me, friends of mine, like, when you get there, they're going to say, da 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 da, you're not going to be accepted or whatever. But it wasn't like that. There was very few people who were not welcoming to the group that I was with. And for the most part, I didn't feel black at all. I felt African. I was told if I were to go to Nigeria and not speak, then they would just consider me, she's Nigerian. And that's actually where my lineage, my matrilineal bloodline comes from, Northeast Nigeria, the Fulani people. So that's a good feeling. Not being black was like kind of cool. Just being African, it felt good. So it resonated with me. But we all have our ways of being in this world. And when it comes to being black, there's some people that identify as African American, some as black, some don't identify with it at all, some as African or American African, some as colored or Negro, and some even refer to themselves as niggas. So it is what it is, right? But as for me, this African woman is very happy to have visited home for the first time. The door of return has been opened for my lineage, and I plan to go through it multiple times. Word.